video is a 2010 Volkswagen CC. Looking for the crank sensor. The location of the crank sensor was a very hard to find the sensor because it's all full of oil and dirt and grease down at the bottom there. I couldn't see the sensor. I checked everywhere. So I finally find the sensor. I take out the intake and the throttle body, remove the alternator, looking for this sensor. Then finally I find the sensor. Sensor is located near to the crank. You have the transmission and the engine in the front. It's way inside. It's a very difficult spot. You cannot see it just like that. You have to remove the hose that goes to the cooler for the intake. You have the intake. You have to remove that, the bottom hose, and I had to remove the hose for the antifreeze, the upper hose, because what happened, the sensor break into pieces. Alright, so it was a very difficult to get out all the pieces from in there because you didn't want no piece to stuck inside of the engine, because you couldn't put the new one inside. Then you have a bigger job. You will have to remove the oil pan and then go and break that out from under there. Okay, so I'll get it out. I'm going to show you the pieces in a minute. And so this sensor is a crank sensor that the customer will drive the car and the car shut down on the highway. Alright, and there is some way to know when the crank sensor is working or not. When you crank the car, you have no RPM. You see, when the car shut down and you're trying to eliminate problem because it doesn't give you a code for the crank sensor. Alright, so what's happening, you crank your engine like you want to start the car, and if your car equipped with the RPM, like with the RPM and the right in the dash, when you crank your engine, that RPM is supposed to give some signal that the crank is sending the signal that it's turning, that the crank is working. So from there you can know if your crank sensor is working. Right? You don't need too much sophisticated computer to check that out. So that's one little trick you can know about your car, diagnose your car very quickly. Alright? Because this car has the RPM wasn't moving, so I go right down to the crank sensor because it didn't have a code for it. So, alright? So I'm going to show you the location of the sensor, and I'm going to show you the old one and the new one and exactly where to find it, because it wasn't an easy task to find this sensor. Okay, but when you get to know where the sensor is, it's very simple to remove it. But the only thing you have to be careful with this sensor is they've been there for a while, so it's degraded. So the plastic it's breakable like glass. So all you have to do is be careful. As soon as I touch it and try to pull it out, the sensor come loose in my hand. The rest of the sensor stuck in the engine block. And what I did, I tried to get my drill, and I drill the plastic so the plastic starts spinning, and then I know, well, I'm gonna get it out. But if I didn't get it out like that, then I'm gonna have to do a bigger job. Alright, so I'm gonna show you the location of it. That's where the sensor is, right there. Okay, so you have to remove everything that's around that area to get to this sensor. Alright, so that's your sensor. I'm touching it here. That's your sensor right there. Okay. Alright, so I give you a close-up and the kind of task ahead of you for changing the sensor. It's on a 2010 Volkswagen CC. 2010, 2011. I think this all the model is the same spot. So don't look anywhere else for the sensor. The sensor is right here next to the engine and the transmission in the front of the engine. Alright, to the radiator side. Okay? So that's your sensor right there. So I hope this video helped you. So this is the new sensor, alright? And this is the old one. Okay? As I was mentioning, the sensor, this is the old one that came out of the engine. You see the difference? Because the piece from here is stuck in the engine, and I only get this piece out. But I finally use a drill to get the remaining pieces. You know, I put the drill of the tip of here. You can see here it's all gone with there, and it spins, and if this piece come out, then this piece left in. I take a wire, bend a little wire like a hook, and I play with it until I get it out. Because if this stuck in there, you're gonna be in a lot of problem to get the next sensor in, because you see it cannot go because they are the same diameter, and you cannot fix this in there. So the only way to get to that, you will have to remove your oil pan, which is a job you don't want to do. And you cannot drill it because you don't want to damage a teeth inside there and the flywheel. This is running off the flywheel. Alright? So that's the problem you don't want to have, because this has been there for years. Alright? This is the complete sensor. If I put it back, it's going to be like this piece, and this one goes like that. So they almost look alike now. Yeah? Alright? Because to find this sensor, it was not easy to find it. Because you can see, you see how black it is, and you had oil. There's so much oil in the bottom there. You have antifreeze oil, and a lot of dirt. I just followed the wire, and I said that has to be the sensor there, because I never changed one of these ones. Alright? And I washed it out with the brake cleaner, and I finally get it out. But it takes some time to get it out, because like I said, it's breakable, because the plastic is breakable. It's not strong, so it just come apart. Alright, so that's how you change a sensor on a 2010 Volkswagen CC, or Passat CC is the same thing. Alright, I hope this video helped you. So subscribe to my channel for more interesting video. Okay, bye.